Okay. So we had technical difficulties. This is more for the VOD than anything else. When it came to the... So I just got the new HD PVR yesterday. I didn't get a chance yesterday to test it or to see if it worked, but my boyfriend did, and it worked on his OBS in his computer. But I have had so much trouble. Time spent... Wait, what did I bet? Okay, so we're doing this one. Couldn't remember which save file we were. But, yeah, so... Hopefully, next Saturday we'll be using the HDPVR, but, like, the visuals work perfectly. Like, it's barely any latency, barely any issues. Don't got any audio, though. I'm not sure exactly what the issue is there. Hopefully we can get some insights. Who knows, but we're back playing Layton Brothers. I really like this game. Eh? I'm dead sorry late. I'm dead sorry I'm late. I'm the new, where is everyone? Oh wait, no, did we? One second, this is the first mission, isn't it? Because the next one... Oh my god, the next mission is so fun. I just remembered. Let's see. 13... Darn it. Was that? Yeah, that's today. Fiek. Sure it's this one, because we didn't solve any cases on that one. Oh no! Back! Back, I say. What's the other one? Oh no! Maybe we were in the right one. I don't know. I can't wait until we get later in the game where we get to see yeah, we totally did the hand sandwich. I guess it didn't save. Start anew. Oh no. Well, at least we can zoom through it and because this is easy, and so let's skip. It's you! You're the criminal. Not really. Oh my god. I wonder why I didn't save. That sucks. At least, again, this is an easy one, so... Especially considering we already know who done it. We already know the story. We can skip ahead. Oh, it's a beautiful hotel. Yeah. It's been nothing but technical difficulties, I guess. I don't know, this has been a shitty last few days for some fucking reason. Just like things out of my control. Or not even things out of my control. I guess like they were, but I was just either too tired or just out of it to do the correct thing and getting bit in the ass for it. Who knows? Not fun. Not my favorite. Shut up, game. I already know who done it. Let me skip. This is the case. Let me skip, please. I really wish it saved. Oh well. We get to see all the pretty artwork. I really like the kind of faux watercolor, I guess on hot press paper kind of look it's got. It's really cute. I guess it would be more like gouache on it a little. What? Oh, nail clippers? What? It's okay. The game didn't save, so I have to do the first mission again. I'm so fucking mad. At least it's easy. I know, it's like I'm just cursed. You know what that means though? Something's good. Something really good's gonna happen. I do. Just wipe the curse off me.
I've used that yesterday. And I tested the thing that was successful.
most intriguing thing is why... Okay. Blah. A blah. This is just like, at this point, just listening to some smooth jazz this stream. I really love the soundtrack in this game. It's so good. There's only a few songs I'm like nonplussed about, but at the same time it's like, whatever. Okay, let's investigate. We got 5 minutes. I'll give it like 1.5. Yes, I get it. Start the investigation. Oh, okay. Awesome, awesome. I get it. I got it. I've done it. Let's go. A deck chair. It's an adjustable chair. And a zoom. French window. It's a window. That's big in French. Okay, we're good. Zoom out. Let's do her. The corpse. The table. Fried fish. Tropical juice. That looks so good though, actually. And the sandwich looks good too, but I kind of wonder how good it would be. It's like salmon, pineapple, fried fish. Oh, whoops. Potted plant. Evidence. And then we zoom even further, and there's a necktie. Ba ba ba. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, we didn't do everything here. What are we missing? Oh yeah, we didn't zoom in. And then the receipt. Very important evidence. Those shoes are cool. Let's name that culprit. The culprit is the bellboy, Zach Carrier. I'm trying to think like what most of these characters have punny names, so I'm kind of wondering what Zach Carrier was. And maybe I'm pronouncing Carrier wrong. I'm not sure. Oh, he's so smart. He's 97.6% sure he knows who the murderer is. God, I love the art style of this game too. I somehow and someday we will be able to play the Professor Layton, like the actual Professor Layton games, and it'll be amazing. I love those games. Okay. Yeah, she really thinks it's him. It's not, though. I like how kind of your choices don't change the dialogue too much. Either way, still a very fun game. If we're not having to rush through the whole freaking thing. Also, I just realized it's odd that his office door has a doorbell, but
well,
that's pretty cool.
It went from 77 to 801.
Oh wow. It's Zach Carrier, a fashionable young man. Ugh. This makes for good watching, eh? Just skipping right through a game. Oh well. Corpse, I think, is what we're looking for. It would be kind of funny if we could just skip ahead with, like, actually no evidence. That would be upsetting. Yeah, let's start investigating. I love this song so much. Okay. Oh yeah, he kind of chimes in along during this. Yeah. Posterior strangulation is being throttled from behind. Exactly. I love this song so much. Yeah, it's when they're getting choked out. Yes, we're just gonna look. Oh yeah, I guess we just have to look at what's important. So, corpse was strangled. What's the murder weapon? I do absolutely love the the logic in this case, in the sense that it's so crazy that even the game's like, yeah, it's not true. Oops. Let's zoom in further. Yeah, this is the weapon. Like how she's got her police badge on her hip. It's so stupid. I like Alfonso's like jacket, but like he looks more like a doctor than like a detective. That's pretty weird. Okay. The hand sandwich. The dumbest part of this whole case. The hand sandwich of Mrs. Aldwich's death. Her death message. Okay, the sandwich. Double fish sandwich. Actually, I don't think we need the chat box image on, so I'm just gonna get rid of that so we're not obscuring the beauty of this artwork. New evidence. Yes. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Oh god. Oh god, I just remembered that they have to go through everything. Awesome. With the pepper flakes, I'm assuming that that's what they are. It kind of looks like more like a slice of watermelon in the sandwich. Just like a funky slice. Okay. Yeah. The dying message. Start questioning. What was Aldrich trying to convey with her dying message? Her killer's name. Yes. We got it. At least, like, let's go Phelps. Oh, fuck. No. Yeah. I'm just updating all of it. It takes a long time updating files. Yeah, but you gotta do it. I can't wait until we get back to the accusations. So funny. Oh man, I can't wait until we get to the next level. It's so good. still think it's Zach Carrier. Because he's very obviously the guilty one. Okay, dying message. Let's figure out why it's wrong. And we only need one very easy piece of evidence to show that, and that's the receipt under the table. Okay. Table. Oops. Nope. Zoom in. Under the table. There we go. This is the proof. Because his name is Phelps with an F. I remember this game like blew my, like I was just like, oh, that is actually a really interesting point. And then I was sold and had to buy the rest of this game because it's very good. But we've seen this before. "37-year-old Moscow Phelps." Just me frantically clicking. Come on, let's get to it. Are we doing it in here? Oh my god, come on. Start questioning. Okay, so find the statement related to why the victim's hand was in the sandwich. Passion of crime fiction. I forgot what this one is. Sorry. Find the statement related to why the victim's hand was in the sandwich. Nope. Damn it. At least it's not like Phoenix Wright where you lose health. Okay. Assumption is reasonable. What is it, though? Oh, I'm stupid. It's the reason why her hand was in that was because of this. Because his cologne. That's the one part I also keep on forgetting is that because she scratched at his neck when she was being killed, she got, like, cologne on her hand. Which would have very easily implicated him, at least being more than just dropping off a sandwich. Okay. Let's do it. Awesome. No. I have to say though that the heart who is the criminal. 'Tis you, Zachary. This feels way too anime for this kind of game. Even though the game's very cartoony, but this looks like something that you'd see in like Persona or something. Oh, that's yesterday's news. You're the new kid on the block. Ah, shoot. Oh, I love this. This music is also very, very good. Proof that Miss Oh wait, no, the proof. What was this? I think? Fuck. No, it's a receipt, damn it. I'm doing it the other way around. No, it's the receipt. Because you didn't know how to spell the guy's name that you're trying to implicate. I'm stupid. Oh well. Moscow Phelps. Oh, you made a big mistake, buddy. Okay. We'll get there soon. I think we're just a few away. I think it's this? Fuck. No. These are like those word puzzles that you have to sometimes do. I'm just like... Is it the fried fish? Oh yeah, because she could have just left it in, because it's correct. Damn it. Duh, this game. Okay, we're almost there. We got like 2 more. To disguise a smell. There we go. There's the killing blow. It's kind of sad we never get to see her face. She is the faceless victim of strangulation. Because she only has a mouth. It's on his neck. Almost there. This is it. This is it. Yeah, you can tell. I choose you! It's very Pokemon. It's your neck. Reveal thy neck. So we can see the scratch marks. Because you're stupid. Okay, awesome. Yay, we did it. Again. We will not be working that fast with the next one, that's for sure. It didn't take us that much time. The mystery room. Zoinks. There we go. So good. I keep forgetting, yeah. Keep a close eye on that Alfonso. This game takes so many, like, turns, it's really funny. Start a new case. Okay. Now we're actually, like, in it. Oh, this poor lady. Ow! Alfendi! I called him Alfonso. Alfendi's his name. Fuck. Ah, he's not here. Can I help you, miss? Oh, Al's got a young woman in here, has he? Sniff. Oh gosh, she's so sick. My name's Florence Sick. Sish? Oh no, it's Florence Sick. Yeah, that makes more sense. I work at the lab. Ah, hello, Florence. You're actually on time today, I see. Not funny, Al. You should be ashamed of yourself bringing a woman back here. No, I've started to work here. I'm Lucy Baker. Okay, I don't know what to do with her voice. She should be Cockney, but I don't exactly know how to do a Cockney accent. Or really any accent, for that matter. Oh, new blood, is it? Well, anyway, enough preamble. I want you to look at this case. I've set our lab I've set our lab report over there already. It's as clear as a test tube. A burglar broke into a flat and killed one of the residents. Well, it's oh my god, now I'm really remembering this case. This case fucking rules. Well, if it's that black and white, how come you want us to get involved? You should get in. Can you imagine if it was just forensics getting involved? Just no detective? Because it didn't add up. The suspect's as suspicious as they come. Oh no. He's made a statement already, but I'm certain there's more to it than meets the eye. I can't abide the thought of the case being closed before I've dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's. So you want the prof to look into it and figure out what's niggling what's niggling you? What's niggling? Oh my god. Would you mind, prof? I'm not sure I like you calling me that, Florence. If that's your only objection, I presume you'll take it on, prof. If you promise to make it the last time you address me like that, yeah. Al, you have a deal. So where's the file? Didn't I already say I sent it to you? Oh yes, here it is. Why is that in there? Yes, we'll start investigating this at once. Just know this. If you fail to solve it, I swear I'll keep calling you prof until the end of your days. Lucy, we have to solve this case. Failure's not an option. Professionalism will see us through. Oh, I like how he hates being called that. Yay. And 1 sec. Sorry, I had a tickle. Okay, let's get her done. Right, let me tell you what we need. Sorry, pardon me, what we know. The victim in this case is a young male. What is wrong with my throat today? Murdered in the first floor flat. Probably the worst floor to be on, to be honest. We've already managed to identify him, and he's some of a loose cannon. Sorry, I think it's my allergies that's causing this. It's a weird time of year for me. Especially considering it snowed this week, so it's extra just like, blah. Yes, a certain Jack Potsby. The incident occurred a few days ago, just last midnight. Or just after midnight. Okay, I remember when I first played this, I saw her at home like, oh my god, it's Susie from Game Grumps. His wife, a young woman by the name of Goldie Potsby Mann, was having a shower when she heard him scream. She ran out of the bathroom to see her husband laying on the floor and the culprit running away. According to her statement, the killer was a muscular man dressed entirely in black. That should give us a good head start in finding the men, hey? Well, the block's caretaker, who was on duty at the time, heard the sound of glass breaking. He ran upstairs and knocked on Potsby's door, whereupon the wife told him about the intruder. Wasting no time, the caretaker conducted a search of the grounds and apprehended a suspicious man. We got him? Oh. Oh no! We got the scam. Purge. There we go. Pardon me. Okay, yeah, why do we have to look into it? Well, the apprehended man has an alibi of sorts. He's a known petty criminal by the name of Buster Nix. He claims he was attempting to break and enter a ground floor flat at the time. Oh, very nice. He lies, some people tell. What the? That's a weird phrase. He says he ran off when he heard the sound of glass shattering. That's interesting. In his statement, however, he claims he didn't see anyone coming down from the floor above. Of course he didn't, because it were him that did it. The thieving numpty's incriminating himself with that. I think not. If he wanted to deceive us, he'd be claiming he did see someone running away, Shirley. Don't call me Shirley. Oh, I suppose you're right. That would make more sense. Yes, it would. Some detective she is. That's what's really bothering me. If you conclude Nix is telling the truth, things get very complicated. Don't they just? Or don't they just? So let's start making some deductions, shall we? Do you think you can determine who did it from the crime scene witness statements we have? Again, I kind of know who did it. I'm pretty sure. So, we got Buster Nix. He's a 61-year-old man. Suspicious man caught nearby, an old leg, and serial burglar. What's an old leg? What's that? He's known for his swift getaways. He was dressed in black and caught near the block of flats. Okay. I don't even think I need to read that. Yeah, there we go. But there's his statement. Don't forget, if he really is our man, then what he says doesn't make any sense. No, quite. We must be careful not to jump to any conclusions. Next we have the caretaker. His actions from when the incident occurred to when he caught Nix seems to not be nothing but laudable. He could always engineer it that way, couldn't he, though? You could say that about everyone here. And then we have... okay, then finally there's the victim's wife, Miss Goldie Potsby Man. Goldie Potsby Man. She claims to have been showering at the time of the incident, and the one who discovered the victim. Wow, what a stunner! She's so cute. Yeah, I do absolutely love her design. I love how flowy her hair is. I like her nose a lot, and her eyes. Very good. Oh really, is she? Are you joking? Well, anyway, that's what we know about the suspects. Now, I've set up the reconstruction device to include all the info we've gleaned so far. Yeah, that sounds really flawed. if it's just based on like witness testimonies or something. Definitely would prefer just the good old photos and maybe an actual miniature. We're a little short on details for you to say anything certain at the stage, but what's your gut instinct? Who do you think the culprit is? Well, one sec. Who's the criminal? Just go with your gut feeling. Let's invest. We'll start slow. We'll just have to investigate the scene. There'll be not. Oh no, I can't. I'm not brave enough to do the accents. There'll be not. We can say about anything if we don't hurry up and investigate the crime scene. Exactly. You should probably not go with what you think as like your fucking starting point, because then you're just going to try to bend all the evidence to get to that point. So might as well look at all the information at hand and then get our idea. This is the flat where the incident took place. Have a look around. Yes, I will. I'll only give you 5 minutes. I don't know why he times her though. Like that doesn't really help anyone. Okay. So, balcony. An uninviting concrete balcony. The flat in question is on the first floor above the ground level, but a determined intruder could gain entry to the premise this way. It's unfortunately ours. That would fucking suck. A French window that opens out onto the balcony. Broken glass from it is shattered on the floor inside. It was unlocked and all fingerprints have been wiped off. And then there's a towel with some blood. A towel stained with the victim's blood. It belonged to Potsby and his wife, and is normally kept inside the flat, which would mean the killer would have had to at least gain access. Well, I guess he would have had to anyways, because it did happen in here, did it not? Okay, so we got the window. Sorry for clearing my throat. Broken glass. Shards of glass that exploded all over the flat when the window was smashed. Considerable force must have been used, throwing pieces onto the top of the body. Okay. Well, something is already not adding up. Because I think the thing that stabbed him to death is glass, which is on top of his back, already lying on the ground, which means he was killed before the glass was smashed. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, chairs. Small, cheap chairs made of laminated wood. Despite the low-cost materials, they are very well constructed. Let's see what's on the table. Looks like a wooden table with several empty beer cans on it. They appear to have been drunk by Potsby. Nothing super weird about that. Oh, I forgot we can move it around. Okay, the bed. Oh, this is like a bachelor apartment. That sucks. An analog television set placed on a small wooden cupboard. At the time of the incident, a drama starring popular actor Roscoe Strapping was airing. The wardrobe, a closet containing the victim's clothes and those of his wife's. Its contents appears to be a complete jumble. pad of paper with several phone numbers scrolled on it, all of which have proved to belong to various takeaway establishments. Touchtone telephone. Touchtone telephone, that's cute. The phone records show that the day in question, it was used only to call the police after the incident. Interesting. I think that's it for that. I don't think that section is very important. Wash basin. A snug little sink next to which a cup with a pair of toothbrushes inside. Toilet. Just a regular toilet. Apparently not regularly cleaned. Ew. Nasty. A thick crease scrap of card. It looks like it was intended for the bin, but it fell out. Slightly damp. A rubbish bin containing discarded toilet paper rolls. Nothing important. Good to know though. Okay. The bathtub. Why is the drain outside of the bathtub? That's weird. Wait, what? Sorry. A bath with attached shower. There are indications of recently being used, but for forensics investigation has revealed no traces of the victim's blood. That's interesting. But nothing more interesting out of that one. Let's see. Fridge. It's a medium-sized domestic refrigerator. Very little in the way of food is inside. It's stocked largely with cans of beer. Ugh. Zoom in. Oh wow, there's a lot. I don't think there's anything in here though. Unpleasant odors, mainly contain. Okay, that's fine. But this is important, I'm pretty sure. A very large kitchen pot in which it appears pasta was boiling at the time of the incident. Simple, narrow kitchen. It's nice outside, so yeah, we got the guys on their motorbikes out already. A set of 3 knives stowed in the cupboard. I can't imagine keeping... I guess if their trash is out here, this would be fine. I'm just so used to the trash being underneath the sink. Let's see. The clock. An antique-style grandfather clock with a large podium. What a weird thing to have in an apartment. Like, a literal waste of space. Door that leads out to the blah blah blah. Who cares? It really doesn't matter. Okay. Did we do it all? Are we good to go? I think so. So let's name the culprit. Who do you think did it? It's almost always the partner. Interesting. What brings you to that conclusion? She was the one that... Yeah. That's not the best reason, but... yeah. Once you see it, makes no sense for that thief. Nix to have given false statement. She's next on the list. Yeah, I agree. I can't say it's compelling deduction, but I think you're right on the suspect. Right to suspect the wife. Jesus, I can't wait until I replace my glasses. They're so scratched up. In fact, I'd say there's a 96.4%. 96.4% probability that Potsby man is the culprit. You're pretty sure of yourself again, aren't you, Prof? Yep. Well, there's still an uncomfortable 3.6 band of uncertainty that we must eliminate. I'll need to speak directly to the suspect in order to clear some of those loose ends up. Hell yeah. I assume you mean our prime suspect, Miss Goldie Potsman. Aye. Though it's not officially related to the case, the woman has an extremely worrying history. Oh, wait, what? She had 3 previous marriages, every one of which had ended with her spouse dying. A literal black widow, if you will. She has been widowed 3 times in the past and lives a very opulent life. Huh, interesting. Yet they live in a bachelor flat. That's really, really shitty. Can't be that much money in there. Give over. Talk about leaving a trail. Exactly. The police and insurance companies investigated the incidents, of course. But they couldn't find any indication of foul play. That's fucking wild. Maybe she's just dead unlucky then. Do you think? Let's reserve judgment on that until we've met the woman in person. But, she should be here any minute. You think, she has any idea we're onto her? To help us with our investigation was the way I put it when I asked her to come in. That's usually how it goes. She probably knows already. I guess we'll have to try and catch her off guard then, eh? Yes, I wouldn't expect she'll give much away, but we home in on the truth. Hopefully she'll get flustered. Hell yeah. I'm counting on your help, Lucy. What? Doesn't it sound like we're going to be walking? It doesn't sound like it's going to be a walk in the park, but it'll do. I'll do what I can. Ugh, I can read. I can read. Good, because I believe she's here. Yay. Oh my god. Wait, okay. He actually has like dog ears. And a dog nose. Like, what? Now you were the gentleman I requested my who requested my presence here. I can't talk, but she has a southern accent and that's amazing. Oh my god, look at her hair. It like spirals like that. That's so cool. I want to see what her design looks like from the back. I don't know, she's very cool looking. I like it. Miss Goldie Pottsman. That is my name. A pleasure to meet you, I'm sure. And, who's this fellow with you? Well, I would have thought that was perfectly plain. Being here is my new man. You've got a new fellow already? But your husband's barely cold. Husband? Oh yes, I did have a husband, that's right. You're still using his last name. Talk about a feeling. Well, again, if you didn't already have a suspect, or have suspected her specifically. Oh god. Well, don't kink shame them. They're doing them. Isn't it swell? I chose it myself. That's the only accent I can kinda do, is a southern one, and even then I get, like, I'm not very good. Unbelievable. You can't do- well, again, don't kink shame them, man. Well, I do declare the police interfering in a young lady's private affairs of the heart. No, that's not what I meant at all. Miss Pottsman, we fully respect your privacy, and in relationship with this man is not our concern. Not really, actually, to be honest. It's not really relevant. However, I wonder if we might ask your friend to leave us alone while we discuss this case. Oh, his name is Bing? Oh no. Bing is my best friend, Inspector. We have no secrets between us. If I stay, he stays. I'm afraid I can't allow information about the case to be revealed to a third party, though. Please, if you wouldn't mind. Oh, very well. Bingo. Oh, his name is Bingo. Oh no. That's awful. Homeboy, go wait for me under the porch. What porch? Arr. Now, boy. Arr. Oh no. Oh my god. This freaking game. Thank you. Now allow me to introduce myself, if a little late. I'm Inspector Layton. And I'm Lucy Baker, the prof's assistant. Oh, and what is that you want with little me? I already gave the nice gentleman my statement. Why, everyone knows it was that no-good outlaw who committed this heinous crime. Indeed, as likely as that may seem, there are a number of issues we still need to clear up. Oh, really, Inspector? Yes, well, 2 issues to be precise. Firstly, the exact circumstances of the victim's death. We need to establish whether or not he really was killed by the intruder. I have already told you. I saw the intruder with my own eyes. Secondly, there's the intruder's point of entry. Exactly how did the culprit enter the flat? Why, through the window, of course. You need only look at the scene to know it. Have you read my statement, Inspector? Naturally, I have read all the witness statements. It's our job to iron out all the little details one by one, you see. I hope you won't mind helping us. It would be my pleasure. If it helps to bring the murdering outlaw to justice. Yes, there we go. Good. So, Lucy, let's begin the investigation. There's the big thing I noticed with the, yeah, okay, so I think the nature of the attack is a good place. Oops. Why, they're both plain as day. Perhaps we need to confirm that there's a clear-cut as... I need to confirm they're as clear-cut as they seem. Lucy, where do you want to start? I was just gonna go left or right. The nature of the attack. We should start examining the body. This'll be fun. Back in my favorite song. I'm sure I don't see the point of all this carrying on when I have already told you who the criminal is. I'm afraid this is just the procedure we always follow, so if you wouldn't mind playing along. Alright, Lucy, let's get started. Aye, let's see if we can't find some of the killer left behind by mistake. Are you sure this little spring chicken is up for the task, Inspector? She seems mighty inexperienced. Oh my god. I can do this. Whatever would a poor defenseless young widow like me do if she was falsely accused by a rookie? Oh, please. There's no need for concern. I shall be keeping a close eye to make sure everything is done properly. I really, really, really like this. Okay, so the victim's dead body. He was fatally stabbed in the back. No other signs of external injury are in the evidence. Right, I think you've established the cause of death by now, haven't you? Right, he was fatally stabbed. Yeah. Yet Nix wasn't found carrying a likely weapon. Okay. So it must have been disposed of somewhere. Oh, yeah, this one's cool. Oops, sorry. It's somewhere in here. Well, I do declare that a murdering thief has just cast aside his deadly weapon right in my home. And am I to understand that you have no idea what that murder weapon even is? Do you quite know what you're doing, Inspector? Please be patient. Lucy, we need to locate the murder weapon. I know exactly where it is. Will it let me do this? Now, honey, you surely cannot stab someone with such a curious item. You do know that, right? But it is. It is, though. It's... Fuck. Why won't you let me? Ooh, unless it's in here. I can't remember. There was something about the pot. No. Fine. I think I... She wants us to say it's the glass. I guess we'll just play along because she does want us to say that. Where's the glass? Sure, let's say if this is the weapon. These shards of glass are pretty sharp, Prof. I mean, one of the large ones could have made a makeshift weapon. Stop catching fire! I try to make a stream. That's what I was thinking. Yes, the investigating officers had the same idea, so forensics studied every contender. Here comes a but. But none of the shards matched the size and shape of the victim's wound. Oh, I was ahead of myself. Oh my, that's terrible bad luck. Keep looking, Lucy. What else could have been used? Oh my god. The fucking clock, guys. Oh, unless they're like, oh, the knives. I have to work my way to the dumb clock. There's some kitchen knives in here, Prof. Could be the job. That would be consistent with the long, thin blade the forensics tells us the victim was stabbed with. Ooh, long and thin. You did not say that before. Ah, he was skewered with one of these, right? Alright. Blah, 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 right in the middle of his back. Sadly, not the weapon we're looking for. What? Why not? An officer already found those knives, and forensics has examined them for traces of blood. None was found. In fact, they look almost brand new. I would say the inhabitants of this flat rarely cooked. Oh, which would be kind of why he's concerned about the spaghetti as well. Now, Inspector, whether we cook for ourselves or not surely is none of your business. Oh, pity. I thought I were onto something there. I'm begging you to feel like you will never... Beginning, not begging. Never find a murder weapon at all. She looks really smug about that. That sounds so shitty. Well, on the contrary, we're almost certain to find it. Lucy, let's keep looking. I'm just imagining them sitting around, like, basically like a dollhouse with a murder scene and just doing all this deliberating. What? Stuck a knife down his throat. Give over! Now don't tell me you have never seen a sword swallower before. Perhaps we should take a step back and examine the facts we know about the murder weapon again. Lucy, there were no other obvious signs of physical trauma on the victim, correct? What does that tell you? He was stabbed in the back and has no other wounds, so... Oh! We get to learn something. It was totally out of the blue. If he's no other injuries, then he were stabbed in the back. I'd say he were caught totally unawares. I couldn't agree more. So the victim can be fairly certain that, so we can be very certain the victim were killed in a surprise attack. Oh, my poor Jack! That cowardly thief murdered him without even looking him in the eye. The man is beyond contempt. That would be nothing short of a miracle. After all, we're talking about a complete stranger entering the room. No way he would have done it, put up a fight. That makes no sense at all. Ooh. We're getting there. Poor Jack. He must have drifted off into to sleep in front of the television. My poor honey did that a lot. That must have been the reason why he did not notice the murderous villain breaking into our apartment. That's an interesting new piece of information. We'll file it as a witness statement if you don't mind. Sure. I must say this, that's more or less all we can deduct about the circumstances of the death at the stage. Awesome. Are we done with this room though? Damn it. We're so close. The method of entry. That's also another weird one. That's right. Yay. I am quite sure you could not be more plain. Why, you only need to look at the shattered glass to know that the outlaw came through the window. And that's the only possible way in, is it? Isn't there some other way that some other way into the flat other than the window? Yeah, there's a front door. I have to look around to see what I can find, Prof. Yeah, I think this is the easiest one to get in and out of. So, where else could someone get in? The freaking door. Can you imagine if it says just a clock again? The clock. Oops. If the door were locked and the key were inside the flat at the time, then it's plain to see that the outlaw did not break in through the front door, as I have already said. Which I do declare brings us back to the window. The murdering thief broke in through the window and stabbed my poor Jack in the back. I find this hard to believe, Lucy. What do you think? Yup. It's so weird how they decided to spell that. Yup. What if the door weren't locked when he broke in? It could have been locked later on, no? My poor simple little girl. Did you not notice the door on these apartments all locked by themselves? Again, we wouldn't know that, but cool, thank you for that information. Then maybe someone let him in. How about that? I can assure you, I had never set eyes on that man before, and neither had my husband. Why would Jack let a stranger into his home, or even imply that I let the outlaw in myself? Let us not forget that any man entering the building would have had to pass the caretaker. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Indeed, it seems unlikely that Nix could have gained entry to the flat through the front door. I think we should examine the window in more detail. Yes, let's look at that, because that is the most interesting thing. Okay. So a window, a French window that opens out onto the balcony. Broken glass from it scattered to the floor inside. It was unlocked and all fingerprints have been wiped off. Well, we're obvious it was smashed deliberately, eh? Can you ascertain from which side the window was broken? It was broken from the outside. Because the glass is smashed in. It were broken on the outside from the balcony. Yay. And how do we know this? Because where the glass the broken glass fell. Most of it's inside the room. Exactly, the window was clearly smashed with some considerable force from the outside. That's why the chairs were important. She did it with a chair. The outlaw broke into my home and murdered my husband. Prof, it does say... I have not finished, young lady. There is a piece of vital evidence on the balcony. Something left by the outlaw. But of course, you would already have noticed something so obvious now, wouldn't you? Yes, we have. Oops. Nope. Keep doing that. Zoom in. Okay, so it's a towel. Yay! You missed her boyfriend. Oh my god. Now you're just in time for me to do one barely an accent for this lady, because she's apparently southern and that's the only accent I can do. Yeah, we're the bloodstained towel on the balcony. Where'd it? Police. Do not tell me you failed to notice such an obvious piece of evidence before. No, we saw it before. My, is that so? It would appear to be a towel used to wipe the blood off the murder weapon. But why has it been chucked out here on the balcony? Now surely you can figure that out without me, without my help. I can't talk. Clearly the outlaw threw it away Clearly the outlaw threw it away there after stabbing my husband and fled over the balcony. Well, maybe. There is one thing I'd like to double check. Let's assume that the culprit did indeed break the window in order to get outside the flat. The noise would have alerted everyone to the intrusion. Does that not strike you as rather clumsy approach for a seasoned housebreaker? I don't want to refer to him as a housebreaker. That just sounds like, you know, he's been housebroken, so he, you know, he can go to the washroom politely. Or outside. Ugh. Well, the window was locked. Why, the outlaw had no choice. That's actually not true. It was locked. Can you be sure of that? I do declare I can. I distinctly remember it was locked from before. I always check the doors and windows before I denude my... before I denude my body to take a shower, Inspector. Denude? What the fuck? Denude. That's why I was like, no, because she says denude myself before I go in the shower. So I guess she just means nude herself. Yeah, that is a question now, isn't it? Very reassuring to know. I'm pleased we could clear that up. Lucy, make a record of it. It's fundamental to the case. I am delighted that we are finally seeing eye to eye. Keep the locked door in mind, Lucy. I'll make a mental note of it, Prof. There's one more thing I'd like to try and clear up myself. Or if I may. What might that be? You've already mentioned it in your statement, but did you hear the noise of the window smashing? She's so clumsy. I most certainly did. Why, I still remember it now. I was in the shower at the time. And then I heard my husband scream. I came running out of the bathroom and I saw the outlaw. As I said in my statement, he was wearing black from head to toe, and he fled over the balcony. And you stand by your statement. That's exactly what happened. Well, I hope you're not implying that I'm a liar, Inspector. what the warm weather brings with people with cars. I merely want to confirm the accuracy of your very important statement. Thank you very much. Because you've contradicted yourself with the evidence twice. Ooh, we're getting to it. Well, I do believe the issues that were troubling you are no more. We have proven the outlaws guilty. Guilty. Why? What exactly are you trying to say? The victim were taken by surprise and stabbed from behind. Smashing your way through a window hardly qualifies as a surprise attack, doesn't it? Or does it? My poor sorry simpleton. You still fail to understand. My husband was sleeping at the time. He did not hear the outlaw breaking the window. Give over. Are you really? Are you doubting me? You have already taken such a long time establishing that the window was smashed from the outside. That, in fact, is surely compelling evidence that the outlaw broke into my home as I described it. There can be no more room for doubt. I would kindly request that you allow me to go back to my home now, Inspector. Of course, thank you very much for your cooperation. We shall get our files in order after the new information you've given us. Awesome. I believe that would be for the best. Such a simple case that this can surely be laid to rest now. One last thing. Yes. If we happened across any other awkward issues, I presume that you wouldn't mind helping us again. As long as you were not wasting my time, Inspector, I should be glad to help. Thank you. I wish you all the best. Much obliged, I'm sure. That's enough of that accent. Yay, I'm free. Prof, are you sure you should, about just letting her go like that? We did that with the last one. We weren't going to reach a conclusion like that. I know, he's so good. Sorry, Prof, that's my fault. I got a bit head up. Don't apologize. We all get worked up sometimes. Anyway, I'm quite certain now that she is a culprit. Yeah, because there's so much stuff that's not adding up. I likewise. You can tell she's hiding some... Ugh, I hate her... How do you pronounce that? Summit? Hiding summit that... summit by the way she... Blah, blah, blah. I'm going back to summit. Hiding something by the way she's that quick to get Marty. Marty. I'm convinced she hid the murder weapon somewhere in the room after she killed her husband. I can't do a Cockney accent. Nope, too embarrassed. Can't do it. Yeah, because even he's technically supposed to be British, and I'm not even doing anything with him. I cannot. Oops. She wouldn't have had the time to dispose of it outside before the caretaker arrived. Then she arranged the scene to look like an intruder broke in from the outside. However, there's an inconsistency between the course of events she describes in the scene setup. Yes. Is there? Yes, there very much is. Of course. Let's figure it out. Yay! Right, okay. Okay. We need to locate some irrefutable proof that shows Pottsby Man's statement to be false. Oh, I got a very easy one. Okay. The biggest thing being, we're as zoomed in as possible, it's broken glass. Yep, what about this, Prof? This could be it. The broken glass. Which statement would that be inconsistent with? I was taking a shower, heard the window shattering, heard my husband scream. Yeah, this one. Exactly. And they're going to explain it. You got it! Oh my god, I love that. His head looks so big in this one. I've got it! Yay! Yes, the broken glass. It's quite clearly inconsistent with that statement. We backed Potsby Man into a corner now. This proves she's been lying. I got you! Of course, you appreciate you appreciate what the consistency is exactly, don't you? I like how they try to like go like, okay, now explain it. It's a bit of broken glasses are on the top of the body, not underneath it. That's all wrong, exactly. This puts paid to the idea that an intruder broke in via the window and Potsby killed. All spotted, yay. Okay, and then the murder weapon, which I tried to do at the beginning of this. Long and thin, right? I'll get looking. Okay, just like rapidly clicking. I'm like, oh, it's a fucking clock! It's a fucking clock! This clock's got me thinking, Prof. You better have a closer look, or you better have a closer look at it then, Lucy. You might be onto something. I am onto something. There's the fucking... Again, I still don't understand who the hell would have a clock like this in their apartment. The metal hands of the clock. The long minute hand is slightly bent at the... Oh my god, it is. It was hard to see that on my phone before. Is it loud? Let's bring it down. Okay, that must be better. I've been mumbling this entire time just because I've been rushing. Okay, so wait, what? What did we just say? Okay, bend to the tip. Okay, is that all we need to do? Okay. Oh, I just have to do the whole clock. And then what was the actual important thing? It was the freaking hands! Sorry, we've been messing around with the settings a lot, and obviously every game is different, blah blah blah. And you weren't here at the beginning, so you don't know, but the HD PVR, we got it yesterday, and it's not playing super well with my computer right now. It just, it can do like the visuals. It looks really good, but we don't get any audio capture, so that's a bit weird. So we're trying to figure out how to get that working. But yay, at least it's here, so we can actually figure it out physically, so that's great. It's a long and thin, alright, and pretty sharp too. Whatever, we'll get working. Other people have. If you look closely, you'll notice it's also slightly bent. That's every chance. There's every chance this is what we're used to kill the fellow or whatever. Her writing is so weird. I agree, which means a murder weapon were in the room from the start. Blah blah blah. And how do you even take the hands off a clock? I wonder. All these murders are so weirdly intricate in the dumbest ways. It's so funny. In other words, the culprit was in the flat before, during, and after the crime. An excellent find, Lucy. I'm that chuffed. Ask for instance to go over the clock hand, would you? If it really was a murder weapon, they should be able to find traces of Potsby's blood on it. Will do. Hell yeah. Okay, we're on it. That's everything. We've tied up all the loose ends, haven't we? Oh god, we're going back. I'm gonna have to do her voice again. This is gonna be fun. How do you mean? Well, I haven't quite got enough that proves beyond reasonable doubt that Potsby man was responsible. Why do you say that? Never mind. We're about to accuse someone. We should be pretty sure. Why don't you call our suspect in while we'll take it from here. Oh, I guess it's the blood, right? We're like proving that is the actual murder weapon. It's kind of weird that we're going ahead with the accusation before we get all the information, but you know, gotta have drama somehow. Yeah, so this is what you missed. Grr. Oh, Mike, keep your furry friend under control. Well, I do declare, my furry friend, as you put it, does have a name, Miss Baker. Bingo. Bingo is his name. Well, I can't say I approve of the collar, but I hope that chain is a good one. That's so fucking weird. At the risk of repeating myself, Miss Potsby man, would you mind, Yes, I know. Bingo, go wait for me in the car, boy. The trunk is open. Oh no. She's such a piece of shit. I am sure the good inspector will not be keeping me long. No. Now, whatever affairs we still have to discuss, Inspector, I trust we can do so quickly. I always go to the park with Bingo around this time. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess. Fucking weird woman. Don't worry, Miss. Okay, it goes ahead. So what exactly requires my attention now, may I ask? I assume you have finally concluded that it was the outlaw who murdered my husband? On the contrary, we are now quite certain Mr. Nix is completely innocent at this matter. If you'll cast your mind back to our previous conversation, we established that the victim was stabbed from the back. This victim was stabbed from behind without warning. He was caught completely unawares. Aye, Miss Potsby, you had no idea what were coming. Oh, Mr. Potsby, not Mrs. There's no way Nix could have done that if he came from the way you described. As I've already told you more than once, Jack was inclined to fall asleep while watching the television. Of course, we cannot deny the possibility that your husband was indeed asleep at the time. However, that were truly the case, it would be at odds with something else that happened. In other words, the window was smashed. Yeah. Right? Right? Yeah. Because the window were smashed. Yay. All that glass breaking would have made an right. What the fuck? Would have made a right din and no mistake. What does that mean? No one could have slept through that. There's no way Mr. Potsby wouldn't have woken up. I love that she says, I do declare, because it's the easiest thing to say in a, it's not Kentucky, it's like an Orleansian kind of accent. New Orleans. Well, I do declare you are as slow as a snail sometimes, Miss Baker. My husband was quite exhausted that day. Why, he was sleeping like a log. Even the clatter of a window breaking would surely not have roused him. Well, there's not more to be said on that front then, I suppose. Yeah, that's not the thing that we're focusing on here. And it was on hearing the scream that you ran out of the room, out of the bathroom to see what was happening. Yes, that is correct. My sudden arrival scared the outlaw away before he could steal even a bitty bit. I know it was the thief they caught on the grounds. I see. So that's the course of events you described it. I have never said anything to the contrary. So if I may recap. You were having a shower in the bathroom when you heard the sound of glass shattering. Immediately after that, you heard Mr. Pottsby scream. That's what you're telling us happened, are you? It's also what you said in your statement. Of course it was. Or, of course it is. Because it is the truth, Inspector. Then I would have to say you were a liar, Mrs. Pottsby. Well, a liar? Indeed. Oh. Well, I am all ears. If this evidence really exists, then I sure would like to see it. It is fucking glass. Whoop. Boop. Heh. These bits of broken glass prove that you were lying to us, Miss Pottsby. Oh, that's hogwash. All these little bitty bits of glass prove nothing of the sort. Would you care to explain, Lucy? Tell Miss Pottsby man exactly what the broken glass reveals. The timing. The victim's last words. It was glass. You only have to look at the broken glass to see the order of events that led to Mr. Pottsby's death. What order of events? You claim you heard the window smash first, and then your husband scream. But if that were the case, what are all these bits of glass doing on top of the body, eh? If your statement were true, the broken glass would be underneath the corpse. But they aren't, are they, Miss Pottsby man? They're on top. Look how sassy she gets. Oh, Jesus. Which proves the window were smashed after the victim were stabbed. So it would seem that you have deliberately given a false statement. That's not good, even if you aren't guilty. I have done no such thing. Why, I simply confused matters in my head. I am all torn up about this loss of my dear husband. This simple misunderstanding proves nothing. I retract my statement. I simply cannot remember if I heard the scream before or scream or the glass breaking first. Okay. Perhaps the outlaw came inside the other way. Oh, he can't though, because the door. This is why we had to look at the door. You little weasel. Let us assume for a moment that you were indeed mistaken. That introduces a new complication. It does. Indeed, because we know that the door and the window were both locked before the incident occurred. If the culprit didn't break the window, how did he or she get into the flat? Well, I have no idea. Just what are you trying to say, Inspector? What I'm saying, or trying to say, is simple. We can now be sure that the true perpetrator of this crime is you. And she's gonna push some blame on the security guard. It were you, Miss Goldie Pottsman. Man. At the time of the attack, the window and door of the flat were locked. The only other way in were by smashing the window, but we know that happened after the victim died. There's no method of entry available. The only conclusion is that the culprit did not come from outside. No, this person did this. The person who did this in the flat from the outset, and the only person who fits that bill, Miss Pottsman, is you. Am I to understand that you are accusing me of the murder because I was in my home the whole time? Yep, that's about it. Then I must remind you of something of vital importance that you appear to have overlooked. Oh, what's that? Oh, just a little bitty thing called a murder weapon. Now I hear it told that you still have not found it in anywhere inside the apartment, which I never left. One sec. My allergies are super bothering, so I have little spots of coughs. Oh no. Am I to be accused of this crime? Why? I would just love to know where I was supposed to have put it. The first thing I clicked on, ma'am. Well, there you have it. You have not a shred of evidence I killed my husband. However, we did eventually manage to locate the murder weapon. Huh? I beg your pardon? That's right. We know exactly what you used to skewer your man. I do declare, why, that's simply not possible. You didn't dispose of the murder weapon outside of the flat. No, it's been there the entire time. You're starting to rile me, Inspector. Tell me, what is this murder weapon I'm supposed to have used? Tis probably the last thing on this fucking list. Yay! Ooh, we're close. The murder weapon were hidden in the clock. But are you quite sure? Sure as eggs are eggs, what the fuck is that phrase? It were the minute hand of the clock that were used to kill Mr. Potts. Or Pottsby. Wow, that's hogwash. My man could never be killed with such a thing. Well, the shape of the hand matches the victim's wound perfectly. Aye, and haven't got long to wriggle your way out of this one. Forensics are going over with a fine-tooth comb as we speak. And perfect timing. Speak of the devil. Hello? The shape of it. Well, it is almost. You admit it now? What? I don't think so, do you? Do you, Inspector? What? Prof! What's the matter? The results from forensics. Okay, this is the thing that kind of bugs me, is that technically they would find blood on that. Like, it wouldn't be blood, but it'd be like, it's hard to get that shit off. Especially in the way that they did it in this. No traces of blood whatsoever. Really. My, what a terrible shame. Ooh. Did I fuck up because I didn't check the pot of water? Your trump card turned out to be a joker in the end. I do declare I hate when that happens. No, I must have missed something. Prof? Can I assume that you're finally on the same page now, Inspector? That outlaw Nix is responsible for my husband's death, and I am no longer under suspicion. If you could just file these forms for me with words that to that effect. Forms? Well, my husband's life insurance simply did not pay out without the proper paperwork, Miss Baker. Have you got no shame at all? We're talking about a man's life. Wow, you have no idea what you're talking about, Missy. Jack doted on me. He would turn in his grave if he thought his little pot of gold would not be mine. Like how... Maybe that's why they gave her a southern accent, because her last name is Man. And keep on saying Ma the entire time after his death. How do you have the gall to say something like that? Oh shit. Killing for cash. Not a bad idea. Eh? Prof? Are you alright? It's evil for the first time. But your motives are far, far darker than that, aren't they, Goldie? Don't get uppity with me now, Inspector. Oh, but you enjoy it, don't you? You kill for money, but it's not the cash you're after, it's the kick. Isn't it? What are you on about, Prof? What's got into you? I could just imagine it. That little smile creeping on your face, or on your lips as you prepare the murder weapon. Jesus, what the fuck? I will not fall into your petty trap, Inspector. Now I remind you that you still have not even found this murder weapon of which you speak. And we never will. Because it no longer exists. It's the Kennedy assassin theory. Oh my god. A glass bullet, or in this case, a glass knife, made in the shape, I think, of the hand of the clock. I'm jumping ahead, but yeah. Inspector, I do declare you have lost your mind. Are you suggesting the murder weapon just vanished into the thin air? You'd be delighted if that we concluded, wouldn't you? But let me put it in another way. The weapon that was used to stab Jack Potsby didn't exactly vanish. It melted. What, in a furnace or something? Oh, hang on, I think I get it now. I know what happened. It's the fucking pot, 'cause they never cook. The murder weapon must have been melted in this pot. Oh, yes. And the weapon that killed Potsby disappeared in this very pot. Yes, we said it 3 different ways. I have no idea what you're talking about. I assure you that I was simply making my husband and I some pasta. Don't mock me. Where's the cutlery? Where are the bowls? The pasta sauce? There's no sign of any preparation of the meal at all. Just the pasta in this pot of boiling water. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I had intended to prepare those things later, but I don't think so. I don't think that pasta were ever meant for eating at all. No, the pasta was prepared for the sole purpose of this little disappearing act. Tell me by now you figured out what the murder weapon was. Oh, I'm with you, Prof. The murder weapon was good glass shard. Yeah, a knife made of ice. Yeah. 100%. The weapon used to stab Jack Potsby to death were a knife made of ice. That would have melted to not in no time. But at the pot, in a pot of boiling water, like one with the pasta in it. Even if that was a knife made of ice, like you say, it's gone now, has it not? My hands are clean. You can never prove that I had a weapon in my possession. That's true. Perhaps not, but yes, we can. Pardon me, Inspector. Are you back now? Yeah, sorry, Lucy, I'm fine. Thanks. What are you two whispering about over there? We're discussing the ice knife. You are, of course, correct that the knife itself is no more. However, in order to make the knife in the first place, there was a mold, and that mold is still on the scene. Oh! I do! It is a scrap of card that was wet. It were the damp piece of card that were used to mold the shape of the knife. If you isn't that great? If you fold it back along the creases, you see what you get. It looks like a perfect knife shape. Yes, you lined the mold with cling film for the like, and then filled it, blah blah blah, making a knife. We'd be able to match the shape of the mold to the victim's wound to be certain, of course. Why, it's nothing more than a coincidence. Anyone can see that. We have more evidence against you. After you stabbed your husband, you used a towel to wipe off wipe the blood off the knife. The towel we found on the balcony. Yes, the one you actually made us like look at. And once you were satisfied, you removed all the blood. You put the ice weapon in the boiling water. But are you sure you removed every last trace? I'm sure I don't follow. In my experience, no one ever manages to remove all the traces of blood from a weapon. If you indeed dissolved the knife that killed your husband in boiling water, we will be able to positively identify the victim's blood then when we examine the pot. Hell yeah. Why, you little... Lucy, have forensics go over the pot for us. Why didn't they do that first at all? Like, Jesus. I spoke with forensics and they're on the case already. Awesome. Now we merely need to wait for the results. Are you ready to admit your crime now, Miss Pottsby man? I have no intention of admitting anything, Inspector. If you can prove that my husband was killed with the knife made of ice, it does not mean I did it. Yeah, sure. Oh, when you've had it last. No, when you had it last. I have had nothing, Miss Baker, other than my innocence questioned more unjustly. Unfortunately for you, there is no logical way in which you are not guilty. If you will cast your mind back, we show that there was no way into the flat when the incident took place. The door and windows were locked. In other words, only somebody who was already inside could have stabbed Mr. Pottsby. Oh, please. Or, oh, please. You admitted yourself that you did not leave the flat. In your own words, the apartment which I had never left. No, Or is that other statement you would now like? Is that another statement you would now like to retract? I must warn you that doing so only merely makes things worse for you in the end. I demand to see my attorney. Yeah, the fact that she said anything to these guys without her lawyer is wild. You cannot continue to question me in this way. Certainly. Lucy, make the necessary arrangements, please. Will do, Prof. Why, to be accused because of such a petty thing. Or petty little thing. Sure. Mystery solved. She put quite a fight, eh? Yeah, she did. I were in a right tiz when the lab said they found not on that clock hand. I can tell you. Don't worry, Lucy. You weren't alone. It's a bit of a gamble as to whether they'll find any traces of blood in the pot of pasta as well. You're joking, aren't you? I'm pretty sure she's going to confess now, though. Pretty sure, eh? Yay. Alfendi. She's admitted everything. I'm not fake sneezing. What a relief. It seems she was merely after man's life insurance. Big surprise. She told us as much when we were questioning her. Would you believe? Oh, well. Did you know this? We found out that Pottsby man won a very large sum of money last year. She's, head of forensics, I think. She's very sick. I think her name is 'Florence Sick, that's her name. So stupid. She were a real gold digger then, eh? Well, it seems Potsby was spending money like water. She was terrified he'd rack up as much debt as the insurance paid out, so she had to murder— oh. She is very cool, I like her. She gives me, not that I've really watched much of it, but Boku no Hero, like the frog girl, she gives me like that vibe, 100%. So it was something of a rush job. She no doubt prepared better for her other spouses. Ah. So she might actually get incriminated with the murder of her previous husbands as well. That's funny. So it's all done and dusted then? Fabulous. I must say, Al, you don't look very well. Are you alright? Probably that Jekyll and Hyde moment you had taken, had taken it out on you, eh, Prof? That's a bit of an exaggerated way of describing it, Lucy, but I do feel a little under the weather. I think I'll go home early if no one objects. Are you sure you'll be alright? It's nothing a bit of sleep won't cure, I'm sure. Can you close up the office when you leave? Consider it done. I hope he's alright. So it happened again, did it? Do you know about, know then, Florence, about the prof? Blah. Whoever it is about, eh? Calm down, Lucy. I really don't know all that much about it. But you're safe as long as there's a criminal present. You don't hear that said every day. What I mean is, the other Al is only interested in criminals. You won't come to any harm. Cool. So he's got some kind of vendetta against criminals or something. Actually, it's from what I've seen of him, I would say quite the opposite. He can't help liking them, all the more so the more atrocious they are. Yeah, all the more so the more atrocious they are. I don't like the sound of that. There's really no cause for alarm. Yeah, so this is where the game like starts getting interesting, because almost every case it kind of happens at least like once. It's so cool. But there's more. Like I said, as long as there's no criminal present, you're perfectly safe. What happens if he shows up when it's just the two of us, though? If it were me, I'd rip out my drip and run like a regular wind. I think I'll come in my plimsolls tomorrow. What's a plimsoll? There's so many terms I'm gonna have to Google search after playing this. Jesus Christ. Oops. Please don't open. That would be embarrassing. I accidentally clicked on Jackbox. Either way, though, I think that's it for today's stream. I'm so happy that you guys showed up. I'm sorry we were dealing with so much technical difficulties. But definitely next week we'll try to get some Breath of the Wild going. But we'll be back with Minish Cap on Thursday. Yeah, glad you stuck around for my shitty accents. But yeah. Oh, weird. Sorry, I'm just gonna double check real quick. That can't be all the cases. How do we get them more cases? Oh, I have to repurchase them. That's kind of bullshit. I've already bought these. Oh, it's okay. We'll be back pretty much the same time next week for another stream. But if you want to watch any of the VODs, they're available. We've definitely played this game before. You can watch that actually on my YouTube if you look up Viviku Plays on YouTube, and you can look up Mystery Room. Yeah, but I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and also Saturday next week at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So, talk to you guys later. Bye!